Colorado for the weekly Elliott Wave analysis show, riding the waves with John and Paul. Hope everybody is having a wonderful and blessed weekend, and really looking forward to talking about today's topic, which is going to, of course, be Elliott Wave related. And today we're going to be talking about fake out waves. So good stuff there. Let me get this tweeted out so everybody can join in. 1 second here, please. There and there and there and there. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening. We're looking forward to another great show tonight. Happy to have Paul out there. Paul, can you hear me? Awesome, awesome,
Hey, how's it
awesome. Good,
going,
good, good.
John?
Well, I
How's it going,
appreciate everybody for
people?
tuning.
Yep.
Going great, awesome. I hope you're doing well and enjoying these. What's starting to be some warm days out here. Summer's on its way.
Yep, summer's here.
Nice. So we can definitely feel it in the market, right? Because the last 2 weeks have been really choppy and low volume, and a lot of times that's because a lot of traders are out on vacation and getting out for the summer. Some traders don't even trade all summer. Some people just take the summer off, right? Because we do tend to see a little bit less volume in the summer. But for those of us who enjoy trading and price action, there's always something going on, and we do like to check it and stay fresh. And so good stuff there. But anyway, guys, looking forward to tonight's show again. Like we said, we got Paul here, and we're gonna be doing our weekly Elliott Wave analysis, riding the waves with John and Paul. And tonight we're gonna be talking about fake out waves. So I think you guys will like those. But before we get started, everything we're gonna talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see where we left off with the market on Friday, and then we're going to take a look at the futures and see what we're up to or down to here this evening, and then we'll go right to the topic with Paul, and he's going to talk a little bit more about fake out waves and show a couple Elliott Wave charts that are on his radar, some counts that are on his radar going into this week, and then I'm going to go through one that's on my radar, and then at the end of the show, if you guys are able to stand to the end of the show, I'm going to share one stock that I'm looking at going into tomorrow that's probably got multiple wave counts on it, but looks like it's ready to move one way or another. And we put these type of names in our bubble report each morning, and I just want to share one with you, and then we might start doing a little bit more of those, like some extra ones here on the videos. But stay to the end so you guys can check out that video, that stock ticker that we've got on the radar for tomorrow. Those have been extremely successful. You may have seen us tweet those out a lot recently too. So anyway, guys, good stuff here. So let's get started. All right, so SPX guys, really cool stuff, right? So we're basically just starting off June. The month started off red, and we just finished green right here. So we so far this month, the first week ended up finishing green, right, and kind of with a hammer right here. It wasn't a huge strong move. It wasn't a lot of volume, right? If you go here to the daily chart, what you can see is it was a beautiful candle, but low volume. If you go to the SPY, you can really kind of get a better clue of this. Just a drop in volume, and you can see how low this volume was this week, right? And even in all this choppy mess here, there was some pretty heavy volume. But you can see we're kind of getting these Memorial Day holiday doldrums a little bit, right? So we really want to see if this market can start going again. Again, it's the summer, so don't be surprised if we get kind of this grindy type action. But it kind of is what it is. And really, one of the if you go to our wave counts, one of the wave counts that we've got working here on the SPX is a potential impulsive wave up, right? So this was clearly an impulsive wave up here, right? We had a nice count on this one. Right, we finally finished with this kind of A, B, C, D, E, expanding triangle wave 4. Then we got to finish off with this wave 5 up here. Then we had this corrective pattern, this A, B, C, right? And so the S&P futures didn't tag all-time highs. The SPX didn't tag all-time highs, but I believe SPY hit all-time highs. And although it's not it did. And although it's not the index itself, it is still indicative that, hey, maybe the SPX and futures will play a little bit of catch up on this one. Otherwise, if it doesn't take out this, right, it stays above these levels right here, it still could be a bearish count, right? We could be looking at this potential. This whole thing right here is basically an A. Or I'm sorry, this is as a wave 1 down, and this is an A, B, C wave up, right? And then we can see this huge impulsive wave down, right? So there is the potential for a very, very bearish wave going right here. But if we take out those all-time highs, that would invalidate that as a wave 2. And so what we're looking at here is this, this ABC wave down, wave 1, wave 2, which didn't take out those lows, and hence it could qualify as a wave 2. ABC down, 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought it was 5 right here, but maybe this was 5, right? And a choppy one, ending diagonal type style, and then ABC wave down right here for wave 2, and it looks like we could be working on a fresh impulsive wave up. So let's keep an eye on that one and see how it behaves here going throughout the week. And other than that, let's take a look at the S&P futures and see what they're up to or down to here this evening. So, looks like we're seeing a little bit more chop, right? We got a big push into the end of the day on Friday, right? So we see this huge move up right here, and we were kind of sort of expecting that, right? Getting into the single prints, right? This was a huge single print area right here from the first. That was that big drop day on Tuesday, right? And so once we kind of got into there, retested it, then we just kind of ate our way up right here, and it really looked like we were going to tag all-time highs during the real trading hours. It doesn't really count here after hours because that doesn't really make the history books on the open market. But after hours right now, they did tag a fresh all-time high by a quarter of a point. It looks like we're just chopping around right now. Maybe they want to leave some room for maybe for once they'll leave us some room here for the intraday type stuff. But we've been seeing a lot of these big pushes like this. Got things started on Friday with those job numbers, and that was pre-market, right? And then we just kind of ground up a little bit, and then we had a little bit of a push here, and then just kind of ground our way up for the rest of the day, right? So pretty interesting stuff here. Let's see, we go. We're kind of triangulating right now, a pretty tight range. So we'll see if it ends up chopping all night, or if we end up gapping above all-time highs and really just get going and have that impulsive wave up, right? So cool stuff. So, again, guys, really excited to have Paul here again this evening. We've been enjoying our Sunday night shows with you guys and really appreciate everybody for being here. We've got, tonight we're doing, of course, Riding the Waves with John and Paul and our weekly Elliott Wave analysis. And Paul is going to go over a pretty cool concept here that we like to call, or he likes to call the fake out waves. So I'm going to transfer it over to Paul here, guys. Again, thanks everybody for being here. Guys, real quick, though, Paul is in our Elliott Wave group, in our Discord. So if you guys are in our group and you like Paul's analysis, right? He's live there throughout the day, and you're able to bounce Elliott Wave counts off of him and stuff like that throughout the day, and it's really really helpful. I'll even ask him for counts sometimes, like, hey Paul, what do you think of this? And it's sometimes can be really really helpful, guys. And I know a lot of our members really enjoy it. So anyway, guys, Paul, again, thanks for being here, joining us from Colorado. And what do we got? What's a fake out wave?
Hey, thanks, John. A fake out wave. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to start out just drawing a 5-wave impulse. Here is, let me just draw it here. Here would be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Then we're going to get our ABC. Let's see here, something like A, B, C. And this whole move you can look at as a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Looks like I'm running out of real estate there. Let me hide those. But anyway, so what we got here is a 5-wave move up, ABC down. And a lot of times price will go up to the top and we'll start coming down, and then we'll start going up again. And the fake out wave is the B wave. A lot of people think since we had this little retrace here and we start going up that this might be the time to get long, and then we get the head fake and boom, we get pulled back down to wave 2. Some ways you can identify these A and B waves is the A waves are usually 5 and the B wave is usually 3. So if this is a 3-wave move, it's likely a B wave and we're going to get a wave 2. You can also look at the fibs, and wave 2 is usually a little deeper. It's usually going to be around the 618. So those are some things that help me try and avoid this fake out move, this B wave. Let me show you guys some real charts here. What do we got here?
Is that an expanded flat?
This for which?
For the fake out wave, for the this whole corrective pattern right here. You got the wave 5 here, and then the ABC, and when B goes over wave 5, right? It kind of looks like an expanded flat, right?
Yeah, it could be a flat. If B went up here, yes, then it would be an expanded flat.
Nice.
It should be a 3, 3, 5.
And then what were you saying too about the 5 count too, with the fake out?
Sometimes the B wave should be a 3-wave move.
Yeah.
But if it's a 5-wave move, that might be a sign that, hey, maybe the bottom is in, we're going up. So you can count the waves and see if this B wave is a 5 or a 3.
That's a really great point right there, right? Because what do we got, right? We got a couple choices here for a corrective wave, right? We've got a flat, right, which is a 3, 3, 5, right? So an expanded flat would be a, if it takes out wave 5, right? Oh, there's my arrow right here. If it takes out wave 5 right here, right, you'd expect an A, B, C type move up here for wave B. Right, but it also there's the zigzag, right, which is a 5, 3, 5. But either way, B is 3 waves.
Right.
So that's a real great way to find out. So the fake out is really that wave B, right?
exactly, the fake out's the B wave, and
And what can
counting the
help is,
wave.
yeah, what can help is that counting those three waves.
Exactly. And here's some real time
Nice.
examples. Here's X. I like this impulse wave. It's a 1-2 gap for the three, so we have a pretty clear impulse up. And then we have this push down for the A wave, and you can see it. This pretty much looks like it can count 5 waves for a zigzag. And the B wave to me looks like a 3 wave move. It's kind of
Mm.
hard to make the B into a 5 wave. It looks like a three to me.
Yeah, there's clear turning points right there.
So I'm kind of watching this one for tomorrow and hoping that we get. Here's a close up, hoping we get this move down to the 618. So we got 5 down, 3 up, and then 5 down to finish wave two.
Nice.
Yeah. So if we come down here tomorrow, this would be a nice place to get long if we get this completed zigzag.
Great. Yeah, it's a great one to track too. I know that that made the bubble report the other day too, so definitely keeping an eye on this one.
Yeah, X. Yeah, that's on the list for tomorrow. Let's
Nice.
see what else. RBLX.
Roblox. For
Well,
all the
yeah,
parents out there, let's keep going. This is paying for all the Robux for the kids that we've been paying for all these years.
yeah, and so let's see. So we have this impulsive move up, and then we have an A down and a B up, and I'm thinking we're going to get a C down. This stuff is all probabilities. I mean, it's not certainties, but you just want to be aware of what could happen. So when it happens, you can catch it. So I'm kind of thinking 3 up, and then we get the A, B, C, and we'll probably get a move down to finish wave four. But this B
Yeah,
wave would be the fake out. If you
and
get
that looks
long
like an
here,
expanded flat right there too.
yeah, the C's lower than the A, so this would be an expanded flat.
Nice.
And you could count it something like this, where the A wave is ABC, and then we get an ABC up for B, and then we get a 5 wave move down to finish wave C4.
Cool. Yeah, so we might see a fast drop on it, and the way Roblox behaves wouldn't surprise us.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do we got? Silver. This was a real tricky one.
Silver is very tricky, whether you're using Elliott Wave or just regular candlesticks or indicators. It is a silver is a tricky name.
Yeah, it's choppy and it moves really quick. We had this push up for a wave three, and I thought we were in a triangle wave four here. I was pretty convinced that, yeah, this is wave three, this is a triangle four. And when it started to push up, I thought I missed it. But actually, this push up, this wave B was just a fake out. This was a
Oh, nice.
fake move, and we came down right to the 382. So I'm pretty confident that for silver, we got our wave three, we got our ABC to finish wave four.
Oh,
So
wow.
definitely bullish on silver tomorrow.
Nice. Let's keep an eye on that one. See if it gives us a nice gap and go.
Yeah, so that would be silver, and that's it for the fake out waves. But it's just basically the B wave. You want to be patient and see if you can catch a 3 wave move.
And that's a great point, Paul. Like this is one of the things that we talk about a lot. Is our favorite waves to trade in are waves three, waves five, and wave C, right? Because and the reason is because one, three is usually pretty clear after wave two sets up after wave one. If you get a nice bounce off of a 618, it's ready to go. Wave five, it's usually pretty clear when after wave three is formed, right? And we just get that wave four pullback. So wave five can give us a nice move up too, nice impulsive wave. Wave fives are a little bit trickier because they could be truncated, right? So they don't necessarily get the
Yep.
huge follow through, but a lot of times they do. And then wave C, right? So we don't get those wave B fake outs. And the other thing we like about wave C too is sometimes it turns into, in case our wave count was wrong, sometimes they turn into bigger impulsive waves that we didn't see the first time around. So those are our three favorites that we like to trade. Wave Bs are very tricky and can give those fake outs too.
Yeah. So there
Nice.
you go. And let me see what else I had here. I had a chart from the bubble report on Friday. This was a setup we were watching. This is what we sent out in the morning. It was for Microsoft.
Oh yeah,
And
let me
then,
just chime in there again real quick there, Paul.
yeah,
Guys,
go for it.
for everybody that's new that's tuning in here, the bubble report is a morning stock report that we do that really gives a good overview of the market. If you guys don't have time to just chart all the key factors that are kind of weighing on the market, we go ahead and do that for you. We give a quick look at the futures. We do a futures game plan using market profile levels and then also using regular market geometry. We do everything from that to finding some of the hottest names for the day that are looking interesting interesting that are either gapping on news or are just interesting, right? We had AMC on the radar this week that really gave an incredible move, and that was a good one too. And we found some other great ones. And this is Paul puts in 2 fresh Elliott Wave counts each morning, and so there's nobody else that does this, and so this is really quite an incredible report, and to get this type of quality out of it too for what you end up, what it ends up costing, right? And so this is one of the ones that Paul put in there, which is a great one. This is incredible on Friday. So looking forward to seeing Paul go through this one and how it ended up playing out.
Yes. So this was in the report, and here's a better picture of this. We had a nice push up for a wave one, and then we had our ABC down for 2. The B wave really didn't get too high, but we had a 1-2-1-2 setup, and the reason I like this is both 2s were pretty deep retraces. So we had a 887 and then pretty much a 618 with the reversal candle. So this looked like a good setup to me, and this is what we did the next day. We popped up for a nice impulsive move up there.
Yeah, that just thing went right off the rip too, and this is one of my favorite ones too, just because I love that lower shadow right off of the 618, and basically out of the golden zone, you know.
Exactly.
So just
Yeah.
a really nice bounce out of there. So great job, guys. If anybody's interested more in the bubble report, definitely check out the links in the description, thebubblereport.com to check out the morning note that we put out there. And of course, we have like a lot of other publications, and we've got a Discord and stuff like that too, where Paul's in the Elliott Wave group there as well. So anyway, good stuff. Yeah, amazing move on Microsoft on Friday. In fact, if you don't mind, let me pull it up right here.
Yeah.
Um, Here, guys, so you got to check this out on Microsoft. So, just what an amazing move. We pointed it out on the live stream. We go live in the morning, and on the live stream, we were just like, "Wow, Paul really nailed this one." I mean, just the relative strength on this one right out the open, right? So, generally the market was strong, but this one really stood out right here, and this is one of our favorite setups right here is a breakout over the 15 orb high, right? You had 3 white soldiers start the day off, right? And then it kind of gave you a little bit of follow through, and then came back, retested this, and then boom, extra strength with increased volume right here off of the 15 orb high to give another nice push to the upside. Really, really incredible stuff. So you can kind of look at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and then kind of this ABC type finish of the day. But just a beautiful, beautiful find, and we discussed that on the live stream on Monday. Beautiful. And what else? What else is anything on the radar?
That was pretty much it.
Nice, awesome. So good, great, Paul. The only one I've got, guys, Elliott Wave wise on the radar going into next week. Like I said, if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you one more that looks like it's probably going to make the bubble report tomorrow for the action names list, right? So we'll take a look at this one. This one's looking good. We did a whole series on these action names a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, and every single one that we put in that show ended up being a winner the next day based on what we talked about. So, and we put these in the bubble report each day. If there's a setup, if there's not one, there won't be one. But I'd say 90% of the time there is something setting up, and so it's really cool stuff. It's if it just we put the levels out there, and it's that we think makes sense, and if there's increased volume over those levels, a lot of times we do see a nice push over those levels. So I'm just gonna go over one Elliott Wave count here, and then we'll take a look at the other one later. But in the meantime, guys, AMD. So pretty interesting stuff, right? So AMD also looks like it could be working on a. I'm going to go to the bar chart here. Just a really interesting possibility right here. So this could be a wave 1 up here. Let me get the text box on here. So there's a wave 1 up here, and then a deep retrace here for a wave 2, right? And now it looks like we're possibly in wave 3. Now the real question is, right, if this is is if it's going to be truncated, right? So we can see this kind of 1, 2. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we're going to be working on wave 5, right? So the semis finished pretty strong on Monday. So we'll see if they do get some follow through to the upside here. If not, right, this could be the finish of this may not be a 1, 2. This could be just the start of the wave 1, 2, 3, 4. We might see a little bit of wave 5, and then a steeper pullback right here. This is just kind of like a wave 1 move. But keep an eye on it. See if this is wave 4 is in right here. One of the things I do like about it is I think we're probably at a 236 on this one, but yeah, right off of the 236. The 382 would have been a little bit nicer, but it would have taken out it would have taken out a prior level. So I kind of like how it's holding 236. Could be a momentum move. So keep an eye on it. See if we get any volume this week, and see if AMD can get any upside follow through. But other than that, guys, I think that's all we've got here for our presentation and for stocks that are on our radar. So at this point now, if anybody's got any questions or chart requests, please feel free to play those in the chat window. We'll try to get through as many as we can. We may not be able to get through all of them just out of respect for time. But either way, we'll be back here again tomorrow for our lightning round, where we typically get through most of the chart requests. So we'll do that, and then at the end, I'm going to go over one more, and before we finish up, and then we'll call it a night. So good stuff, Paul. If you've got your analysis hat on, we've got one that came in here from Alphabets via Twitter for Loco, Loco, Loco.
Loco. Let me see. Let me pull this up on wave basis here. Loco. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Let's see. What we got.
Oh yeah, Pollo Loco, the crazy chicken.
Let's see here. It looks kind of sideways right away. We do have an impulsive move up here, and then it looks like some kind of a 5-wave down, and then let's see what kind of count we're looking at here. There. Yeah, so we got our nice impulsive move up, and this looks like a 5-wave move down for A, and then a B wave up. This would be the fake out wave, and I'm getting a bearish count on here, and it looks like we could be doing something like this. Yeah, I would have to be bearish on this count.
Bearish on there based on the ABC, possibly in a C wave right now. Wow, interesting pullback too for a possible wave two pullback as well.
Yep.
Cool. Good stuff. Thanks, Alphabets. Really appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't find you a bullish one, but it does look interesting. Shirley, I hope you're doing great out there. Shirley sent a few in via email. She's got NVIDIA on the radar. Paul, I know you were looking at this one recently.
NVIDIA. Okay, let's see here.
This thing's a freight train.
NVIDIA just keeps going up, and I keep thinking it's going to pull back, and everybody's really bullish on it.
It just keeps going. You know, the thing is that I don't know, guys, if anybody knows out there if the stockholders approve the stock split, but it looks like in July they're going to be doing a 4-to-1 stock split. I was hoping they do a 10-to-1 and get this thing up to 1,000, so we could trade it at $100.
So I got this going up in 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got a 5th wave extension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking there's a good chance we topped out here and we're going to get a pullback before we go up again. But NVDA just keeps going up, so I could be wrong on this one. It could just keep going up. But yeah. I'm calling for a pullback.
Calling for a pullback. I love it. Good stuff there. We'll definitely keep an eye on that one. It's such a wild name. So when it's ready to drop, it's probably going to get some heat in the beginning. So that could be pretty interesting. So, but great find on that one. Cool. What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And Jeff, what's going on? Just signed up for the services. That's awesome. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. So you've got Futu on the radar, and you've got some shorter dated calls on Futu and Roblox. We looked at Roblox a little bit ago. Maybe Paul can pull it up one more time. Just to kind of give the emphasis on that, but Futu, let's take a look.
Okay, look at Roblox really quick.
Roblox first there, and then Futu.
Okay, let me clean this up. Roblox looks like we're doing a wave 4 here. It's like we came up for a wave 3, and we're getting an ABC wave 4. So probably a little.
That fake out wave B on that one.
Yep.
So Jeff, look for a potential pullback on that one and see if it holds one of these Fibonacci levels and then tries to start to turn around.
Yeah, I think we could come down to 236, then go up. Okay, let me check out Futu. Okay, I got Futu going up in an impulse. Looks like we had 1, 2, 3, and we're coming down for a wave 4, and then we should be going back up again.
Nice. You see, Jeff, one of the things that we like to look at here, especially with Elliott Wave, is that sometimes buying the breakouts is not the best way to get in one. Sometimes catching those dips, or at least noticing the dip, and then looking for it to turn back up, can oftentimes lead to a little bit of a better move, right? Because a lot of times these big pushes that we see end up being impulsive waves up, and then we end up getting the corrective wave after that, right? Because people take profit right after a big move. It's like, oh, hey, I'm way up on this one. Let me take some profit up here. And then of course the bears come in and they start shorting it too, and it just adds to the fuel to the fire to get the. That's why Elliott Wave tends to work so much, right? Just because general human psychology plays into it and forms these waves, right? So really cool stuff there. And nice. And the Nest has got one for us here. He's got EVBG, Echo, Victor, Bravo, Golf.
BG. Let's see. Okay. This looks pretty sideways here. Looks like we got to move down. I'm curious about the count here. So what I'm seeing here is we have a wave one up, and then we have this push down for wave two. And it looks like it's right into the golden zone. The 618 is right here. So it's actually possible that we could be just starting to bounce here in a wave three up. So this would be the top of wave one. And then we're down in A, up in B, and then we got a push for a wave C down. And this looks like it could be a wave one, two, and we could be going up from here. So pretty nice find there. I like it.
Nice. EVBG, great find the Nest. That looks great. John Turner, what's going on? You've got Wow on the radar. Awesome. The Nest is going to like that one. So let's take a look at Wow Wow.
Okay, let's see. Well, here we go. This looks impulsive. Looks like we had a strong move up for like a 1, 2, 3. This is probably a 4. We're probably going up in wave 5 right here.
Just watch the fake out.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can kind of see a three ABC up. Just like they drew right there. Exactly. See that AB?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had the wave up for wave 1, then we had the wave A down, and this could be the fake out wave B, or we could get a bullish 5-wave impulse out of here. But
Yeah. Just in case it is an ABC down the first time.
right.
Nice. Good example on there, John. That's awesome. And Ollie Wally, what's going on? You've got AHT on the radar. How's that thing doing? It was a penny name, and then it kept going. And it's still kind of penny status right here, but what an incredible move it made the last couple of weeks. Great find on that one.
AHT. Yeah, I seem to remember looking at this. A lot of people were asking about it, but yeah, it looks like we're starting a nice impulsive move up here. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 to go.
Nice.
AHT. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is looking like a 1, 2, and then there's this little 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. So I would say this impulse up is still going. Something like this. Wait, 5, 3, 4. So yeah, so 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in an impulse for AHT.
Nice. Great find on that one. Thanks, Ollie Wally. Really appreciate it. Cool one. What's going on? I hope you're doing great. You've got NET on the radar.
NET. Let's see. Have any of these? Okay, so NET looks like we got some sideways action there. Let's see. Looks like we came up in a 3, 4, and then we have this push up for wave 1. Then we have a wave 2 down. It looks like we're going up in an impulsive move, something like this. We'll probably get a wave 2 down here and then a wave 3 up. So it looks up for NET.
Trying to work its way up. Nice. Good find on that one. That was kind of a tight range in there. But anytime you see that kind of tight gobbledygook, right, there's probably a corrective wave in the works.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Krishna, what's going on? Good to see you, Paul. JMIA.
JMIA. I do have a chart of that one. JMIA. Let's see here.
It's a popular name.
Yep. Looks like this one had a wave 1 up. Let me go to 4 hour. So we had this wave 1 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we're coming down in a wave 2, and then we'll be going up in a wave 3. So there's a good buy opportunity down here if we get this wave 2.
Nice, great find on that one, Krishna. I really appreciate it. And let's take a look at one more of those here. Paul, pick any one of these here. You got Penn or Skills.
Let me see what Penn's up to. I think that's a nice setup. Let's see, Penn. Yeah, I have a 1, 2, 1, 2 for Penn. This is pretty strong. So this has been a down move. This wave 4. Then we have a 1, 2, 1, 2. Lower shadow right near the 786, kind of past the golden zone, but a nice deep retrace. And this looks like another 1, 2. So I'm pretty bullish on Penn. I think we could get a wave 3 out of wave Penn tomorrow.
Might be able to see a spike out of that one. Great stuff. Thanks, Krishna. I really appreciate it. And John, what's going on? You got Take Two and Baba.
Baba. Let me see here. I think I got Baba. Yeah, I have Baba going up in an impulsive wave three here. Looks like we had a 1-2, and then this whole move up is going to be a wave three. So yeah, it looks like Baba's on the move up.
Nice. Great, great find. Awesome. Jay, what's going on? Long time no see. I hope you're doing great. Hello, hello. I love it. Strong arms. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. John, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. GG, what's going on? How about the Qs, Paul? You got a, how's your account on the Qs looking?
Let's see. I got a bullish count for the Qs. Looks like we had this 1-2, and then this whole move is a 1-2-3-4, and I think we're going up in what will be a wave five. I'm just peeking at the futures. They look a little red. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if the Qs come down to the 618 and then start going up.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have to track that one going into tomorrow. And
Yeah.
John Turner, what's going on? We got a question out there. So, what's the difference between the SPY and SPX? So, I'll field that one here. So, guys, the SPX is the market itself, right? This is an accumulation of the 500 stocks that are on the S&P 500 index, right? So, this is that weighted price action here of just those names, all within itself. The SPY, and guys, I know it seems like there's correlations and all that stuff, but these are separate entities. Now, the SPY is a derivative of the SPX, but it's its own entity. It's an ETF. It is traded separately. It's got volume that you can see. It's got its own supply and demand, but it does track the SPX as part of its well, it's a derivative of, right? And so, but it does have its own supply and demand, so that's why you can see fresh all-time highs on it and get different percentage moves, and that's it. It's just an ETF. I know it sounds weird, and so you want to try to make it deeper than it is, but it is basically just a derivative of the SPX that has its own supply and demand. And then if you really want to get into it, right, then you've got the S&P futures, right? And the S&P futures are a completely different entity. Now these are futures, right? They're futures contracts that are traded, and yeah, I can see what Paul's saying. We're still just got a little bit of a drop there below the 80 here on the 15, but the S&P futures are futures contracts. These settle in the SPX themselves, right? And so this is it's a different instrument. This is one of the most highly traded instruments around the world. So three different things, all essentially representing about the same thing, but with sometimes different wave counts on them, sometimes different supply and demand, and a little bit of different price action, but all very, very similar. So I know it sounds funky, and there's nothing really deep to like. You want to kind of make all these parallel connections and all that stuff, and I don't think it's really worth the gray matter to do that. It's just there's three different entities and trade separately, right? So one is a derivative, right? SPY is a derivative. The SPX is the market. SPY is a derivative of the market, and the S&P futures are trading on the potential future price of the SPX. Now, can they drive each other? Sure. Is there there are other nuances in there? Very likely. But I would just kind of keep them as separate entities, right? That are different but similar. Okay. So good stuff there. And Thierry, what's going on? You got Neo on the radar. Paul, what do you got for
Neo.
Neo?
Yeah, I got a little count on Neo here.
Nice.
It looks like we had a wave two down, and right now we're going up in an impulsive move. It looks like we finished wave three, and we may be doing a wave four right here, and then we should get a wave five up. So
Nice, great find on Neo. I love it. And Reed, are we gonna get the 2 a.m. pop? Probably. Yeah, the overnight drift. Yeah, very, very possible in that one. Now, normally it's when you got a large MOC on the sell side, but they end up doing it anyway, right? When the the European market opens, they just start buying it, right? So it's a pretty wild stuff there. Let's keep an eye on that and see what they decide to do tonight. Samar, what's going on? Good to see you. You've got Facebook and Twitter on the radar.
sounds good. Got a nice count for Facebook here. It looks like we had a 1-2, and we're going up in an impulsive wave three, and the sub waves look like 1-2-3-4. With this big candle, I'd say we're probably starting wave five up tomorrow.
Great. And how about MViz?
MVIS.
David, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for MViz. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Samar. Really appreciate it.
MVIS. Okay. This has been a great one. Someone in our group has been playing this one, I guess doing pretty good, but it looks like we're in an impulsive move up in the sub waves. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still actually in the wave three up. A good target would be the 2.618
Cool.
for that wave three.
Nice. Yeah, that's looking strong. Nice impulsive move. Good find on that one, David. Really appreciate it. And Otas, what's going on? Good to see you. You've got Fubo or Space.
Let's see. I got both of those. Let's see. Space. it's possible that space started its move up. This was something that where we were just talking about the wave Bs and how you want to see a 3-wave move in B. And if you see a 5-wave move, it might not be a B wave. And that's exactly what's happened here with space. We started off with the wave 1 up, wave 2 down, and this should be a B wave. This should be a 3-wave move, but it's not. It's a 5-wave move. So that makes me think that this is a wave 1 and this is a wave 2, and we're going
Nice.
up from here.
So maybe not a
This is a
fake out on this one. That would be cool.
Yeah, this is a tricky one because the wave 2 retrace was really shallow, only about a 236.
Nice. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, we've got there's been some tricky ones here recently, but good find on that one. And Brandon, what's going on? Good to see you. We just looked at Neo, but how about PLTR?
PLTR, yep, got that one. Let's see. PLTR, going 4 hour. PLTR's been on a move lately. I still have us going up, finishing this impulsive wave 1. Looks like we're finishing some kind of wave 4 here, and then we should have a push up for wave 5. But it looks like we're at the end, nearing the end of this wave 1 up.
Gotcha. Okay, good find on that one. Thanks, Brandon. Really appreciate it. David, you got a bunch out there. How about Baidu?
Baidu. Let's see.
Baidu.
Baidu. Looks like I got a bullish count for Baidu. Looks like we're going up in an impulse, and this looks like it's probably a 1-2, but it still looks bullish for Baidu.
Nice on Baidu. Thanks, David. Really appreciate it. Jeff, awesome. You've been too long, both of you. But looking forward to the service. Great. We're glad to have you here. So looking forward to those Discord and Twitter follows. So look forward to seeing you in there. Furbo, what's going on? Good to see it. So skills. This is a nice overlap with another request earlier. So hopefully that answers somebody else's question too. So skills. Let's do these. And then one more there for Muku. Let's take a look.
Okay, so for skills, we got a 1-2, and then I have us going up in an impulsive move. This looks like a triangle 4. So this might be a good spot to see tomorrow, a little more sideways action, and then we go up, we finish wave 3.
Nice.
So yeah, bullish for skills.
Good find on skills. And one more here. We've got Muku's got the Jag X.
Jag X.
Jag X.
Let me go to see what we get here. Jag X 1 day. So this looks like probably a wave 3 up, and this, let me just throw a count on here. This is probably going to be a 1-2. Yep, 1-2. So we had this push up for wave 1. Wave 2 went pretty deep. It looks like it popped right off to 786. So I would say this looks pretty bullish. This looks like a great find, by the way.
Nice.
So we have
nice.
wave 1 up, and if I do a little projection off here, this is what we're going to get. I believe something like this, an impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe wait tomorrow till wave 2 pulls in at the 618, which would be right around in here. So we could get a little pullback for wave 2, and then a push up for wave 3, 4, and 5.
Awesome. Great stuff, Muku. Thanks so much, David. Rob, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we're going to wrap it up here just out of interest for time here. But again, guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow night where we'll have a little bit more time to get through chart requests in the lightning round after we're done with our topic for the day. So again, guys, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Paul, thanks so much for being here again this evening. It's been fun. Before we finish up, though, guys, as promised, thanks everybody for staying for the end. We're going to take a look at a name that looks like it might be setting up tomorrow for our action names list into the in the bubble report going into tomorrow, and it's DKNG. Why do we like DKNG? Because it's got really tight, right? And after a big move up, right? So it had a nice push right here, again, really tight. Honestly, Elliott Wave lives, it looks like kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle might be in the works here, and we had a double inside day, right? Very, very tight move. So really what we're going to look at primarily is the pretty much the highs of the days. We're going to put the exact levels in the bubble report more than likely, but definitely look at the highs, see if we can close above that with volume about over $50.50. If we do, this thing could push its way up a little bit higher and maybe test the high 50s to get a nice spike on that one. Otherwise, right, we're going to check and see if it can break down below this level right here, which is about 50 with any sort of increasing volume, and then we may be able to test something around like 49.60, 49.50. So got really, really tight, so we're looking for a compression to expansion type move. So keep an eye on DKNG going into tomorrow. So good stuff, guys. Like I said, I really appreciate everybody for being here. Awesome questions and chart requests, and we'll be back live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow with a fresh topic for you guys, and we'll be able to get through hopefully some more charts. But again, guys, thanks everybody for sharing those, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight with Paul. And Paul, great job going through those wave counts. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Yeah, good times. Good show.
Awesome, guys. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. We'll see everybody bright and early tomorrow here on YouTube, as well as in the private Twitter and of course, or in the public Twitter and in our group. So, hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thanks again for tuning in. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe. See you and stay in the